A fascinating little experiment in Shanghai. Will we see a Chinese Enron? Greetings. Let us take a moment to examine this rather amusing, though potentially perilous, directive out of Shanghai on June 2, 2026. They are attempting to financialize the very fabric of the future, energy and technology. A bold endeavor, to be sure, but one that echoes a very specific, dark chapter of our own financial history. Let us break down their three little projects. Point 1. Electricity futures, currently in the R&D phase. Now, one cannot help but smile at this. They are attempting to tame the volatility of the power grid. When you have unpredictable solar and wind power mixed with the voracious appetite of AI data centers, spot prices become utterly chaotic. They want to create a derivative to hedge this. We saw this exact hubris in the late 1990s in Texas. Have they forgotten ERNRN? Financializing electricity, something you cannot simply store in a warehouse, is a recipe for a most spectacular accounting disaster if the oversight is anything less than draconian. Point 2. Computing power futures, also in the R&D phase. This is where it gets terribly interesting. They wish to turn computer processing into a tradable commodity, the financialization of AI. We, of course, hold substantial legacy positions in hardware like NVDA and infrastructure plays like SMCI, so the capital expenditure models here are paramount to our portfolios. But mark my words, trading compute is exactly what ENRN tried to do with its broadband trading desk. It is an intangible, rapidly depreciating asset. If Beijing actually pulls this off, it will be a masterstroke. If they fail, it will be a monumental house of cards. Point 3. LNG futures, which are seeing an accelerated launch. This one is far more grounded in reality, though equally aggressive. They are attempting to carve out an independent pricing mechanism, pulling gravity away from our Henry Hub or the European TTF. It is a classic geopolitical maneuver to insulate themselves from Middle Eastern squabbles. One must respect the ambition to seize pricing power, even if it threatens the traditional transatlantic dominance. To conclude, this push from the East is a fascinating historical echo. They are trying to build the ultimate casino for the future's most critical assets. Will we see a Chinese ENRN emerge from this unchecked financial engineering? It is entirely possible. For us, the strategy remains the same. Preserve the capital, watch from a comfortable distance, track the LNG liquidity, and keep a very close eye on how this affects our Silicon Valley holdings.